Hello, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you are watching me. This is Merit Erastus, your host in Erastus Talk Show, your number one talk show in Africa. Your number one talk show in Africa. I'm coming live from where I sit. You can see, but I just needed to pass by and as I give this message that if there is anything that you will ever make, if there is anything that will ever happen in your life, it will happen by henceforth. I want to speak to somebody of my generation, of my time, and of my season, and tell you, if there is anything that will ever happen in the journey of life, if there is anything that will ever attain in the journey of life, it has to cost you. It has to cost you for it to be nice, for it to be adorable, for it to be great, for it to be awesome as you want. It has to cost you. Because if it does not cost you somebody, then it will not be so valuable to you. Even in the days you lose it, you not feel the pain, you not feel the pinch, because in one way or the other it did cost you. If your relationship has to work, if your relationship has to be an example to your friends, if your relationship marriage has to be an example to your to your friends, if your job has to be an example, if anything you do in the journey of life has to be an example to people that are near you, it has to cost you. It has to cost your energy one time, it has to cost your mind, it has to cost your sleep sometimes, it has to cost you, it has sometimes to leave you overwhelmed, because there is nothing that will come up, wake up one day and you meet yourself at the top of it, and having attained it with no sweat in it. You have to have sweated in one or the other. You have to have been costed. It has to have, that thing has to have costed you in one way or the other. Ladies and gentlemen, come on here. But I want to tell you, if for happy marriage, a marriage that will also take you somewhere, it has to cost you maybe some previous relationship. You will maybe lose some friends, you will maybe lose some connections, as I may say, or maybe some things has to happen in the journey of life for it to stand. Are you getting me? If anything, any step you will ever make, any step you'll ever make, it comes by a choice. It has to cost you. You have to make a choice to sacrifice, you have to make a choice to work for it, you have to make a choice to toil for it and for you to get it. And listen here, ladies and gentlemen, listen here, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll ever see a glory, there is a story behind. If you will ever see somebody driving in certain sector of life, in a certain way of life, you have to realize, you have to know that that person did it rise up one day in the morning and meet him or herself there. He has to have worked. Wow, I was saying, before it cut off, I was saying that it has to cost you. Anything that will ever happen in the journey of life, it has to cost you. It has to cost you. If we'll ever see a person being successful, there are days that they failed. It didn't happen. There is no elevators to the top. There are no elevators to the top. There are no elevators to the top. Every step of life, it has been worked for. And the journey to the highest, it is always full of staircases. It is full of staircases whereby you go step by step, slowly by slowly. You have to accept the process. I just come here to tell you something. I want to come here and tell you something that healing God has a purpose for you, has a purpose for your life, has a purpose for you. You were not created by God to die this way. God didn't take you this far to leave you this far. He has something in account for you. He has something that He wants to accomplish with you. He has something that He wants to accomplish with that marriage. He has something that He wants to accomplish with that career. But what I want you to know is to stop rushing. Rush with God. If it has to be accelerated, let it be accelerated by God. If it has to be too fast, let it be fast with God. Because if God accelerates you, then He will maintain you to the top. If God accelerates you, but if you allow devil accelerate you in a world whereby the issue of Illuminati has been so very much overtaken, people are taking it and they want their life to happen. You are an artist today, you want to make it tomorrow. You are a pastor today, you are a somebody, sorry to say, and in the society you want to make it tomorrow. You are brave, you're living the best, but ladies and gentlemen, if it comes easy, the easy it will go. You don't allow anything that comes easy. Work for it. Don't make yourself be have that ear, have that energy of attaining things. So is, let me tell you and let me remind you a while that if it comes easy, it will go easily. And if you really work for it, it will be so valuable. You will work with it. It will pinch you if it really comes down even a small step, and you will be able to go to the knees and tell God, God, I know you are the one who brought this far. You didn't bring me this far to leave me this far. You have to take me to where I belong, because if there is no today that you will say nimefika, the day you will say nimefika, ladies and gentlemen, the day you will stand and tell your life you will tell your life and the position you have at nimefika, that is the beginning point of going down. That is the beginning point of going down. That is the beginning point of going down. There is no one like I have arrived in the journey of life. If you've arrived, you're still moving. Continue moving, continue making. But what I'm saying is, there is no elevator. Don't allow an elevator apart from God. I know God can accelerate your destiny. God can give you faster growth. God can give your business a faster growth. If you really hold on to this. God can accelerate your destiny. God can accelerate your business. God can accelerate your career in music. God can accelerate your career in art and whatever. God can accelerate you in every sector of life. But what I want you to know today, no elevators to the top apart from God. If not God, reject it. If not God taking you there, reject it. If it's fast, if it's an offer, refuse it. And let me tell you, if you remain faithful to God will never lose his integrity in your life. He will really fulfill his promise. He will really fulfill his promise. He will take you where you belong. You will always come at a certain point of life and you will attain whatever you wanted in the journey of life. Just hold on to God. Just hold on to God. I just felt like today to give you a thought on that and tell you, just hold on to God. Just hold on to God. Just hold on to God. Hold on to God. Hold on to God. It may not be working today. Hold on to God. It may be delayed today. Hold on to God. It may be not working today and you want it so fast. Hold on to God. Allow the process of God. It may be slow, but it will take you far. They allow the process of God, because what I know, in the calendar of God, everybody has a day. In the calendar of God, your business has a day of its manifestation. In the calendar of God, your marriage has a day of upward moving and manifesting. In the calendar of God, your career, your destiny has a day for its manifestation. In the calendar of God, you will not die poor. You will not die poor, because I believe God created each and everybody of us on earth, and placed us on earth with an assignment. You are not created empty. You are not created empty, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're listening to me, just know you're not created empty, and that has been your host always here in Erastus Talk Show, your number one talk show in Africa. I am your host, Merit Erastus. That's just a thought. I was just passing by to give you a thought. I just take it to that. Just take it to that. Just take it like that. And no, there are no elevators to the top. If it has to happen, it has to cost you. If you see the glory, no, there is a story behind it. Study the story before that judging the glory. Be blessed, ladies and gentlemen. Till the next episode. Bye bye. Much love.